My granddad always said life is like a wheelbarrow. It has two handles, a wheel, and a whole lot of space in between. And in that space is where life is lived. This is my whole life. But it doesn't come without a price. If it was easy, everyone would do it. There's sacrifices. You have those who will say, don't try. Take the safe way. But they don't see what I see. They don't see what my grandpa saw. I'm William Barrow, and I'm the world's greatest athlete. Welcome to the world of wheelbarrow parkour. Imagine you mix the luge with skateboarding and Home Depot. That's wheelbarrow parkour.
So why are we even doing this story?
It's time I make a name for myself. I've been in obscurity long enough, and the way to do that is you do a trick that can be done. And so I'm doing a triple freak squeak into a double twisty turbine spine twist. Anyone who knows, it means certain death. The real work goes in at home, where you get in and do the exercises.
Let's check out your home where the magic happens.
Hey everyone, welcome to my wheelhouse. Just kidding, this is my place, check it out. Of course, I got my practice wheel right here.
Wait, practice wheel, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, if you want a wheelbarrow, you got to become the wheelbarrow. You want to see?
Yeah, obviously.
I do this for 30 minutes a day. I hold this pose. Yeah, check this out. This is pretty sweet. This is a legitimate old, when my grandpa would be in the barn, I'd be sitting out there, he'd be listening to this music. He'd be shining his wheelbarrow, so.
Rolling on the wheelbarrow reel. Rolling on, it's getting real. Rolling on the wheelbarrow till it breaks down. I got a flat tire for you, baby. I got a nail in my hole. I just have a wheelbarrow, honey pie. Wheelbarrow people don't know. Yeah.
I feel like a kid again.
All right, so what's the deal with the photo? Who's that?
This is my great-granddad. He crossed the Great Wheelbarrow Reef, and he's my hero.
So is your grandpa, is he still alive today?
Oh no, he died of natural causes. He fell into the Grand Canyon, trying to barrow it, so.
So tell me a little bit about this photo.
Oh, this is my mom and my dad, and actually my mom was born in this wheelbarrow.
Why was she born in a hospital?
It's cheaper to be born in a wheelbarrow, like dirt cheap.
Who's this one of?
Oh, that? No idea. It's just a really cool pic. Here is the piece de resistance. This is my great-great-granddad's original wheelbarrow. It's a family heirloom. It's been passed down for generations. Smells of teak wood, and can you get that one? Cool, right? So. This is an original Terry Pena. I had it commissioned. It's called Wheelbarrow in Repose. She didn't tell me what it was about, but I like to think that this is the wheel having a blowout with an upturned tray and a lot of people laughing. And of course, the spiraling disappointment of my parents.
Would you say that your parents are disappointed in you?
Isn't everyone's? Well, they're not supportive because my dad's sister was actually in a wheelbarrow when my grandfather was pushing her down a very steep incline. And
did she get hurt?
Oh no, she was fine.
Now, a lot of the other professional athletes that we've been talking with have mentioned how important it is to prepare mentally as an athlete. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, is your brain the one that's gonna hold the handles? Is your brain gonna keep you from falling forward? I don't think so, it's your body. So, for all I know, I mean, the brain is the least important part of this.
Is that why you don't wear a helmet?
Of course. You gotta get rid of the biggest enemy. This is where all the barrowing happens. I grew up on this. A lot of crazy things happen here too, like a lot of collisions. Rest in peace, Tommy. I won't show you, but I can run up that and leap off the side over the wheelbarrow, and then I land in the barrow. This is kind of a wheelbarrow graveyard. This is where, you know, I bent an axle on that baby right over there. Yeah, that's a true temper. It has a bad temper.
Wait, so you named every one of your wheelbarrows from what I'm gathering?
Either I name them or it's written on there. This is called the old gray mare. And let me tell you, she ain't what she used to be. We got these, this is very splinter prone, which actually used to be an advantage. The more pain you could cause your hands, the more your legs would run. So that's an outdated practice now. It's pretty barbaric. So we don't allow splintering anymore in the sport. The bowl is where the load goes, but we don't put loads in ours. That sounded weird, edit that out. A lot of people get in the barrow, they want to try the crazy tricks. Go with the basics. This is called a lift and push. This is called the reverse run. Pretty self-explanatory. Lift with your legs. Forgot to latch it down. It's a dangerous thing to barrow. I'll just leave it. All right, you guys, welcome to Super Ramp Technologies. This is where all the wheelbarrows are born. I want you to introduce you to my assistant, John.
Hey, Will.
Hey, John. John basically has the skills. I dream it up and he makes it a reality.
Yeah, I mean, we met a long time back, and I mean, I was on the pro circuit for wheelbarrowing back in the day.
I was a big fan. I was a fanboy of his.
Yep.
He had a pretty bad crash back in the 80s.
So John, what are you working on right now?
Oh, this is our signature wheelbarrow right here. I'm just doing some touch-ups right now, kind of getting it dialed in.
Custom made here, polymer, coarse wood, and then this metal is from the Great Barrier Reef. It was found there as part of a sunken thing.
So what's the difference between these wheelbarrows and the ones you see at Home Depot?
It's like asking, what's the difference between something that's really crappy and something that's really good? This is where we actually build the initial template of the bed of the wheelbarrow. Is actually cut out of here based on some very intricate files that are made on computers.
So wait, what kind of software do you guys use?
I think we used paint.
So as William was preparing for the biggest trick of his life, he wanted to go back to his stomping grounds.
This is my city. There's actually a big underground wheelbarrowing community here, and it's good to be a part of it, you know? We used to hide under our barrows, now we're like popping our heads out. So
why is this area so special to you?
this is the first place I actually did wheelbarrowing in public. In fact, I broke my wishbone here.
All right, let's see some tricks.
Come on over, this one's gonna be all time.
Are you okay?
Just my pride's hurt.
You okay, William?
That's damaging our handrails, please. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Are you okay, William?
Okay, I'm gonna take the walk of shame.
Really wanna watch us from your phone. And you know it ain't that hard. Get that beauty in the crowd. She's an all I don't wanna go.
Now we're here at one of my favorite spots. This is the rec center. Let's get wrecked.
Are you well respected from the skateboard community? That's what I want to know.
It takes a long time. You know how once you start accidentally bowling kids over, it's crazy how much they'll accept you. Sorry, dude. It's okay. Dude!
It's the wavy life.
Nailed it! That wavy life! No man is an island, myself included. You have to make friends when you're out here. Otherwise, you get eaten alive. I just got barreled. That's when you accidentally fall into your barrel. It looks like I lost a couple PSI too. Wheelbarrows for life! What I'm about to show you is a piece of history. This is actually where my dad, he built this for me. I learned many of my tricks on this. A lot of broken bones too. But the fun fact about broken bones is you hit your insurance deductible sooner, so. My dad built this for my 4th birthday. It took me a couple years to heal from the injuries. By the time I was 6, I rode it for the first time. Well, successfully rode it. The biggest trick that I did on this one, which I'm surpassed so far beyond now, but like I did the double flap. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
Yeah, that's where you flap the wheelbarrow one side, the other side. So it's like. A lot of people say this is just materials drawn from the earth and turned into a physical, non-adamant object. But in fact, there is a soul to each one of these. They speak to you. Sound guy, get it in here. Can you listen to this? Put it right in the bell, right in the middle. Now, hear that resonance? They each have, that's a G sharp. That's how you know it's good.
Now, we've talked about a lot of amazing, incredible things, but I'd also like to know the opposite side of things. Like, is there any hardships? Is there any lows, or is it always just highs, highs, highs?
I don't have relationships. I had to pick. A beautiful, beautiful, warm-bodied companion or a cold, great wheelbarrow that allows you to soar to many heights. I have no regrets though. I mean, what am I gonna do? Create a wheelbarrow and run around the earth and reverse it like Superman? That's fake. This is IRL. Wheelbarrow light.
Now, as we've been filming you, there seems to be quite a lot of fails. How common is that?
I'm glad you mentioned that because failure is an integral part of success. That's what they don't tell you, you know? And so every time I fail, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna fail this next one too. And I'm gonna fail the next one intentionally. So sometimes I bail out on myself. Because the more you fail, you might succeed.
After a life of preparation, he was finally ready to make a name for himself.
I'm working on a trick that's insane. It's called a triple freak squeak into a double twisty turbine spine twist. Here's the first step, which is the triple freak squeak. That's when you're kicking the tire to make the sound. It actually speeds up the whole process, you know? So I'm gonna do a double one of those. And then I go into the part with the spine twist. This spins, the RPMs, it goes 900 RPMs a second. You shoot about 30, 45 feet up in the air. And then of course, it's all about the dismount. So if it all goes as planned, as long as physics don't work and stuff, it's gonna be a great success.
That was unexpected with Bubba.
Yeah, my friend Bubba had a little wheelbarrow accident, and I mean, he was just trying the last part of the trick I'm planning to do. So he did a double twisty spine twist, and he ended up impaling himself on the handle, and that happens, you know? That's the dark side of it. When the news gets whiff of a wheelbarrow accident, they say, shut it down, hardware stores can't sell wheelbarrows anymore. If I said I wasn't nervous for the biggest trick of my life, I would be lying to you. So yes, I'm very nervous. I mean, especially with my friend Bubba getting taken away, I'm freaked out. I don't know if I should even go through with it or what, so.
After Bubba's tragic accident, William walked away expressing doubts whether he should continue with the trick as planned. He returned an hour later to tell us he still wanted to go through with the original plan. Nothing was going to stop him.
It's surreal to be here. We're here in Park City at the Utah Olympic Park, and my whole life has been leading up to this. I get to be in the ranks of the athletes, the famous Olympics people, all the ones that we know. Shaun White, you know?
Do you think Shaun White could even go off of this?
If Shaun White can go off this, then I'll sell him my wheelbarrow for $10K. 100K. You know what? My life has been so filled with ups and downs and downs and downs. It's finally time to go down so that I can go up. The only way up is down. This is the moment I've waited my entire life for. Okay.
Just stay down 0.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome working with
Thank you. Devin Trampers. Devin Trampoline.
I'll be down the bottom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Everything in William's life was building up for this one moment in time. This one trick that no one had ever performed, and we were going to capture it on film.
Is that much for you, Granddad? My first twisty turbine spine twist was not going well, but then suddenly in midair something happened. I just became a bird carrying a wheelbarrow. It was magical. I did it.
So what's next now?
You know, I think it might be a chance to go to bat for old Grandpa and go the old Grand Canyon. My advice for my fans are follow your dream, because no one else is gonna follow it for you. And you know what? Even if you don't reach it, at least you're gonna end up in the dirt with road rash on you. I once watched a film that talked about how with great power comes great responsibility. And I think Rambo was right, because it's been my calling to use my power for responsible things. Where there's a wheel, there's a way.